G'day, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a 2015 KTM 690 Duke. I've already started tearing into it. I didn't think that people would be interested in watching a video on this, but I thought, hey, what the hell. We'll do a video on it anyway. This was brought to me. It's a track bike. It is registered on the road, but he took it to the track and got about half a lap around and made some clunking noises and stopped, and now it won't start. So since then he's changed the oil, or drained the oil out of it, and it was very metallic. So my thoughts are it's done a conrod. So we've got to get the engine out of the frame and get it up on the bench. Now it's a bit of a exercise to get this engine out, but we will work through it and get her out. I've already started tanks off. There's a radiator that goes across here which is up on the bench. We'll keep tearing into it and then we'll get the top end off and it'll tell a story. We do like a good story. I know I do. It can get exciting when you pull these things down just to see what you might find, especially when it's not your bike. So let's get into it. We'll keep tearing it apart and we'll see what we can find. Yeah, that's a good spot there. Okay, this is the way that I've got it out. Jack under here. This thing weighs a metric ton. So, that's it. Yeah. Now what do I do? I'm going to have to wrestle this thing out of here. It's got to come down more. Anyway. Oh. There we go. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Oh, fucking wires. Oh. Alright. Let's get her up on the bench. Oh. Get my microphone over here so you can hear me. Because you probably couldn't hear me then. So, as I said, huffing and puffing, because this thing weighs a bit. I don't know how I'm going to get that thing back in there. That's tight. And a nightmare. Right, what do we got? What are we looking at? Now this is a big old LC4. Very reliable in its day. This thing's obviously upgraded a little bit because it's got fuel injection and stuff like that on it, but anyway, basically the same. So what we're going to do, I think, is I'm going to take this cover off. I'm pretty sure that bolt there, if I take that out, I'll take this cover off so I can turn the flywheel. If I take this bolt out here, remove the washer, I can screw it back in and lock the crank when it's on top dead center. So then I can do all the stuff. Oh, oh. Well, that doesn't sound very good, but is that just... Oh, it's locked. Well, that ain't going anywhere, so that's it. Righto, I've got everything out. This is all going to slide out. Now I've undone all the head bolts. Let's see what we've got. Now, no damage in there, so we haven't dropped a valve. Right, now we'll knock this cylinder off. Oh, obviously that doesn't want to come out, so all these bolts Loctite it in. Why? I don't know. Oh, wow. Hey, look, the piston came out with the cylinder. Oh, whoopsie. My God. How? How? Oh, it's just... that is absolutely trashed. How's the cylinder? It'd have to be trashed as well. Oh, come on. God. Splinters. Oh, what the hell? Is that all fucking one piece? Anyway, we'll say that that is rooted. Alright, let's get you in for a closer look. Friggin' light. Well, look at that. That hasn't punched any holes in the case. I don't know how, but like, look at all the metal in there. Look at the pointer. Look at the bearing shell. There. Look at it. Yep. So we got this. How that breaks like that, that's supposed to be joined to there in a round circle. It's just got so hot, so hot. And look at the piston, look at the ring gaps, everything's just warped. And yet the cylinder, not a mark in it. It's got a few little marks and stuff in there, but quick hone. Gonna need a rod kit, I think. Yeah, anyway, we'll keep soldering on, pulling this to pieces. Back on the 690. It's been a little while. I've skipped a few steps. So we split it all apart. I did have to wait to order a puller so I could get the flow oil off, so then I could split the engine in half. So I did all that. We've fitted all new crank bearings, balance shaft bearings, gearbox bearings. We did sustain a little bit of damage in here. It has broken a little bit of the case out there on the inside, but it's not going to matter one little difference whatsoever, so that's just going to stay like that. We've got a new rod fitted to the crank, and that feels beautiful, as you seen by the last rod that became detached from there. So never seen that, but anyway, as always, first time. Now the cylinder does have some little marks and little scrapes in it, not good enough to reuse again. Will not come out with a light hone. They are, you can feel them with your finger, you don't even have to put your fingernail in there. So, new cylinder. I have a new cylinder, new piston. That's how it came from KTM. Can only buy genuine parts for this bike only. No aftermarket parts available. So it took a little bit to get some bits and pieces, and quite expensive. So we'll start piecing this thing back together. We'll slip the crank in, put all the gearbox together, and yeah, just keep chipping away. Assembly time. So this could take some time. It's been a while since I pulled it apart, so I have organised everything where it should go, but let's get stuck into it. Okay, we are done. Yeah, a lot of swearing last night. Stayed out here till the PMs, trying to put this thing back together. There's just a lot of things that I didn't know, but you sort of learn along the way. So struggling to put the cylinder on because of the cam chain guides and stuff in the way, so I just pulled the cam chain guides out, put the cylinder on, and then couldn't get the piston up into the cylinder, trying to compress the rings. The oil ring kept coming out. The oil rings on these things are so fiddly, so the only way to do it is I had to get the old ring compressor, take the piston back off the rod, slip the piston into that, squish the rings, knock the piston from the top down into the new cylinder until you can get the wrist pin in. So just as the piston is hanging out the bottom of the cylinder, put the wrist pin in, put the clip in, and then knock the cylinder back down, put the cam chain guides and everything back in. That was that saga. Yeah, and then the other saga was putting all this back together, all the cams and bits and pieces, but we managed to do that. I've put the rocker cover and everything on this morning, checked the valve clearances, everything is good. Now it's time to do a hernia, I suppose, and try and wrestle this thing back in the frame. So we will do that and see how we go. So we'll start putting it back in the frame. Alright, here it comes. Oh, bend your knees, Katie. Electrical plugs and things and everywhere. Alright. Okay, we're up to the first crank. What I want to do is I'm just leaving the plugs out because I want to build oil pressure. So and there you have oil lights going out. So we'll leave it at that, put the plugs back in and tank on. We'll give her its first fire up. Alright, here we go. First start. Not a lot of fuel in there. Take two. Sounds good. Happy with that. Now we're just finished bolting all these bits and pieces on, and take it for a little ride down the driveway. I don't have the seat, so I can't actually take it for a ride. Yeah, just make sure she gets gears and stuff. Anyway, we'll keep chipping away. So there you have it. It rides, gets gears, stops. Sounds great. Very happy with it. I think the owner will be very happy with it. Get his bike back, to go for a rip up the road or whatever. Pretty sure it's registered. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got for you for today. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and share it with your mates and whatever. Let's get it out there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.